A make shot always sets the right tone before the game.
All the work that's gone into this game about to be on full display here tonight. Strong finish for Paul George. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet. And one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
Seconds to shoot. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession.
Into the front court, it's Walker. Looking to make something happen. Short jumper, won't fall. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Gordon Hayward able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
He gets it.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch.
Leonard, great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Walker. Over to the right side. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Hayward. Trying to cash in. Tatum's shot misses.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Walker. To Hayward. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Not that time. To Paul George. And look out.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
To Beverly. Scores from the post. Timeout Boston. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Walker buries it into 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Clippers have the basketball to Beverly. Shot from the lane won't go. Beverly gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
To George. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Beverly buries it on the catch and shoot.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Hayward. Out of bounds the call. Off Gordon Hayward. Time for some new personnel into the game. It's LA Clippers ball. Beverly had made his first couple, but he misses there. With 4 to shoot. That's a 24-second violation. Brad Stevens will change up his lineup. Leonard. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
And the rebound taken by the Clippers. And he finishes at the rim.
2 points.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it. 19-footer at the buzzer. We're through one at Staples Center with the Clippers on top. Jay and I back to Southern California after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Up 5 seconds.
Remember, fans, if our team reaches 100 points and wins tonight,
Paul George to Beverly from long range. And Patrick Beverly plays with so much confidence. Zero hesitation, knocks it down.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that fake is coming again later.
Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. To Jaylen Brown. Oh, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
And easy two. Get back on defense.
Beverly into the front court. The lead stands at 9. George. It's no good. Shots not going down. To Jaylen Brown. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
substitutions. Entering the game,
George. That's good D. Shot no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Curling inside. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard to Beverly. Lets it fly from long range. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Look out, Kemba hitting the tough shots here.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
To Kemba Walker. Hayward. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Oh, emphatic slam.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it. LA Clippers with the basketball. George, and knocks it down. And Jay, the system produces once again. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Number 23, Louis Williams.
Walker into the front court. Trailing by 10.
Watch the cutter, man.
Nothing going here on that drive. Walker to Hayward. Oh, had him going there for a second. Hayward. Man, that was a tough shot.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
George. He was hacked. They let it go. Clippers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Rises for the slam.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Give it to him. Kemba Walker. He's now 5 for 6.
And here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for 3.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Leonard hits the three-pointer.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
That's it for the first half, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Oh, nice swat.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
The pass taken away by the Clippers to Paul George. Beyond the arc for 3. And Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open. Takes advantage.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Knocked loose. Clippers have got it.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
After the tie-up, they're in position for the jump ball. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
to Leonard. 4-3. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Leonard. And a pass stolen by Boston. Nice pass to set things up. Knocked loose. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. It'll stay Celtic basketball. And scores.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To George. Gets it in the right corner. And his Cantor.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Paul George to Leonard. Fires the three, and Kawhi Leonard buries the three with a hand in his face.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Cantor to Jaylen Brown. Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
For LA, number 23, Louis Williams.
Tatum. They need something to go down. It's no good. George. Not easy.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Curling inside. Oh, you can't do that.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
He's going to play the matchup. Brad Stevens making some moves.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Gets it in the left corner. Out of bounds the call. Off Gordon Hayward. Clippers have the basketball to Paul George. Leonard. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
We've added more items to our team shops, including the fan favorite throwback jerseys. Get one for yourself before they're all gone.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
A pass taken away by the Celtics. To Hayward. Fires the three, and the Clippers with the rebound. To Beverly. Here's a chance from long range, and Boston has the rebound. Across the timeline, it's Walker. His guys down big. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Rare miss the way he's been shooting. Shot's no good. Leonard to Williams. Jason Tatum with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And the finish. Slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Gordon Hayward sends it away. Oh, the hustle keeps the ball in play. To Leonard. And he hits.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Down to 5 on the 24. Going to launch beyond the arc. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good. 19-footer at the buzzer. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic. Third quarter comes to an end. It's been all Clippers so far. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this fourth and final quarter. And they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Oh, they called the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Personal foul. Team foul number 1.
For three, buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
The shot, almost.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
And counted at the rim.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
The assist from number 20.
Has a chance, knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Williams into the front court. The lead is 15. From long range. Not getting the bounce. To Marcus Smart. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Is in for two.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Shot clock winding down.
Watch that back door. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Hayward. Tough shot. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Williams. Lets it fly from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good. To Hayward. Beyond the arc for three, and he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
Well, first off, energy and persistence conquer all things. But look at the way they're setting screens. Look at the way they're communicating to each other. They're actually hitting people on those screens, and they're coming off those screens with their hands in a target area, ready to shoot the basketball. When you play the game with that kind of precision and that kind of energy, you see why they're in the lead.
Oh, he had it. To Leonard. 4-3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Hayward. Gordon Hayward is going to get a chance at 3 here. For his career, 82%. First one goes down. And he hits the second. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
That's out. Last touch by Enes Kanter. Beverly into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Fires the 3. Shot no good. You know Beverly can appreciate good defense.
In the first half, he pretty much made every single shot. It was magical to watch. But now that you have drawn so much attention, try to get your teammates more involved.
Leonard cleans you up and a putback slam.
There you go, big fella.
Walker to Kanter. And it's Kanter above the rim.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. And a pass stolen by Boston.
You go back to the principle.
Someone's not going to be happy about that. You have to be careful on the inbounds.
I'm pretty sure I saw that move earlier in the game. I can't believe he fell for it again.
Beverly. Not going down here. Tatum. Oh, they could have really used that one, but the shot's no good. George. Not that time. Walker with the basketball. The deficit now up to 5. Now the Celtics going to use a timeout. It's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more chance to stop the clock before the buzzer sounds. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores. Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one by 3. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.